Hey there. Don't treat another acupuncture channel until you watch this video, because in this episode I'm going to go over the details of the electrophysiology of the acupuncture channel system. This leads you to being able to provide very effective methods of diagnosis and treatment, and this can unlock unlimited healing potential in your patients. My name is Dr. Jeremy, and I help acupuncturists like you create breakthrough patient results with the world's most cutting-edge electro-acupuncture techniques. Now, if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button now. This way you can receive a notification each time I release a new training episode. And along with each video and blog, I give away a free downloadable training resource. And for this episode, it's called The Power of the Acupuncture Channel System: Key Points for Success. So don't forget to download it. It's below the video or in the details section. This can simplify your life and practice. So without further ado, let's jump right in.
So what supplies electrons to cells, organs, and tissues? Well, that's the acupuncture channels, number one, but the acupuncture channels don't actually reach everywhere. So number two is the epineural, or the outside covering of nerves. So what are acupuncture channels? They're made up of a bunch of different tissues. One of them is muscles. The wiring is the fascia. The muscles are the battery pack. The fascia, because remember, muscles have mitochondria. The fascia is the wiring system. And the wiring system, if you'll see on an upcoming slide, feeds the acupuncture channel system feeds the qi into the kidney channel, and then the kidney channel feeds into the ren and the du. And then once it's on the du channel, then it exits on the epineural spinal nerve covering, going into organs. So what is muscle tissue? And we're going to spend a little bit more time on muscle tissue, but not right now. I have a teacher of mine, and I want to show you some videos in a few minutes. So muscle tissue is piezoelectric. It functions as a rechargeable battery. It can store charge, and it's also the generator of electrons. Let's come back to muscle tissue in a few minutes. So what's fascia? It's a superconductor, and it's unidirectional. In other words, electrons travel in one direction, but not the other direction, never backwards. You can see this by looking at fascia under a microscope. You will see it's a crystalline, interwoven, fractal structure of highly conductive metals and ions. And you will be able to see it's set up like a diode. A diode allows electricity to travel in one direction and not backwards. This photo on the right here is the bladder channel. However, this photo was not depicted or created by an acupuncturist. This was created by a massage therapist who did careful anatomy classes and saw, yes, the acupuncture channel system, yes, the wiring is the fascia, and look at what he found as the bladder channel. Now, if you notice, the muscles of the bladder channel, the hamstrings, the calves, they're wrapped in this fascia, which means the energy from the calves cannot directly go into a different channel. Susanna says, that's amazing with the acograph updating the EM specs. Yes. The only thing, Susanna, is, well, I'm going to be teaching about polarity today. The acograph cannot tell a negative versus a positive charge. You, the practitioner, have to do that. Now, Christopher says, but are epineural coverings of nerves unidirectional like fascia? Good question, Christopher. Nope. Epineural coverings of nerves are multidirectional. Curious about how the du is talked about running in both directions in TCM. Thanks for bringing that up again, Christopher. The numbering system of the TCM channels are all correct except for the ren channel, which flows downward, but the numbering system flows upwards. So the ren channel numbering system is incorrect. And the rest of the channels flow in the direction that they're numbered. So stomach 1 on the eyeball, the energy flows down to stomach 36, keeps flowing down to stomach 45, curves around and enters the spleen channel and starts flowing up the body. So what's fascia? It surrounds all skeletal muscle. It links more than one muscle together in a discrete circuit, and it provides the wiring system. Christopher says, so channels are more related to fascia, unidirectional versus epineural covering. Yeah, that's correct, Christopher. Channels are more related to fascia because remember, the muscles are the battery and the muscles are wired together by the fascia. The fascia is the wiring of the acupuncture channel system. This is a depiction of fascia. It's white, wispy, highly conductive.
So what'd you think? Feel free to place your comments or questions below. Now remember, I created this great downloadable resource. The link will be in the description area, so be sure to grab that now. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, click the like button, and if you have any colleagues that would benefit from this information, feel free to share the link with them. And for further information regarding my classes, you can visit www.electro-acupuncturemedicine.com. I'll see you next time.